Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Interfolio section of your application. Congratulations, you've got this far. So when you are going to do your Interfolio, you want to make sure that you go to one of the program pages. Right here, I just Googled MSIS SDSU, and here is the first program page. A lot of people have a program page that looks similar to this. And to get to the place where you sign up for Interfolio, you're going to want to go up to Graduate, Apply, or scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and press Apply. Both are all right. So we're going to go to the Apply page, which hopefully at this point you've seen quite a bit. And we are going to focus today or on this section of the Step 5, submit program documents right here. So you're going to press this. And here kind of gives you an idea of what the requirements are for the program. You're going to need to submit a resume, essay, letters of recommendation, and an optional essay if you so choose to an Interfolio account, which you're going to make right here. Now, I would strongly suggest going through all of these sections and kind of reading them. Some of them are more lengthy than others. This gives you an idea of the essays that you're going to do and the prompts. This one has letters of recommendation. This gives very specific instructions on how to do your letters of recommendation, which we will kind of cover for the most part, but if you're still confused, feel free to read through this. Okay, and then obviously the optional essay prompt if you so choose to make one. Now, you are going to scroll all the way down to this section that says apply for, and then the application cycle that you are applying for. Now, this one says fall 2022, but obviously that's going to be different depending on when you are applying. If you are applying for the fall early, sometimes we have the spring and fall accounts up. So please make sure you are applying for the correct section as well as the correct program. All right, so we are going to go into the MBA program. And this is just an example. They all look very similar to this. So don't worry if you are signing up for a different program. First thing you're going to want to check is, does the program match the program you're applying for up here? That is definitely something you want to make sure that you are doing properly. If not, you can go back out to the apply page and click on the correct program that you're applying for. Now, this also tells you the deadline of Interfolio, as well as when you scroll down to the bottom, there is an applicant guide, which will give you a step-by-step process on paper of how to do the Interfolio application, just in case this is proving to be a little bit confusing in any way, shape, or form. All right, so I am going to click apply now. All right, and the first thing that's going to show up is actually a document that looks like this. It's asking you to complete your profile with just basic information, and then you click save and continue down here, and it will take you to this page right here. So as you can see, I've already uploaded my resume here, but your personal statement, which are your essays and your letters of recommendation, and obviously you're going to put your optional essay in the additional documents section should you choose to write something. So we're just going to go through uploading one personal statement. That is the add file. Just 1 second. It's my computer taking its sweet time. Add new file here. And you're going to browse to upload. Okay. We are doing our essays. So this is our statement purpose essays. You're going to want to put all of your essay prompts from the apply section onto one document and submit it in a PDF format, which it does say on there. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it as a personal statement as a designation and add it to my account. It's not too difficult. And there we go. So one required, one added. I've already uploaded my resume. And then for the confidential letters of your confidential letter of recommendation or evaluation, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So first and foremost, you're going to want to go to the apply section, and under letters of recommendation, you have the actual form that your recommender is going to fill out to submit to Interfolio. So this is basically Interfolio is going to send them an email with submission instructions, but this is the form you should download and send directly to your recommender so that they can fill it out and then return it via the email instructions that you're going to send in Interfolio. So you're definitely going to want to download this, send it to your recommenders. There is one for each program, so don't fret. A important thing to note is that for the Masters of Science in Accountancy, if that is your program, this is going to say one required, and that is all right because that is the only program that requires one letter of recommendation, whereas all of our other programs require two. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you are applying for MSA, please do not panic. It is just one letter of recommendation that is required. So anyway, I have sent this document to my recommender. I've obviously already talked to them and asked them if they can write me a letter of recommendation. And then I'm going to go into this part and do add file, request a recommendation, request. Now, something that kind of tripped me up at the beginning is choosing existing contact versus add new contact. I didn't particularly see this early on, so I don't have any contacts already put in here, so I'm going to click add new contact. We are going to do Dr. Gill here, who's actually our director. And he's just going to be our contact. So I'm going to add contact there. Validation failed. Contact with this email address already exists. Interesting. Okay, so maybe it's already in my current contacts. Yes. Okay, so I have like a couple of people in here that I put in, but that is the process to add a contact should you require it. Okay, so we're going to go actually with Diane, and that's going to be our contact that we selected. And this, as you scroll down, it gives them the due date. You're going to have a specific recommendation because you have a form. There's the website, and it's going to, this portion will be replaced with your letter writer's name when an email is sent. So if you kind of want to know what that's going to look like, what your recommender is actually going to be receiving, here is the information here, and you can read that. And that's basically going to give them the ability to submit that form you already sent to them directly onto Interfolio and attach it directly to your account. All right, so obviously you can attach supporting materials if you so choose, and then you're going to just send the request here. Okay, and then you are going to return to your dossier. So this says that this one didn't work, but you're definitely going to want to make sure that it says it does. This is probably already been used before, so that is why it's not working. So please don't fret on that. This kind of gives you information on what the letter's going to look like and what if there are any questions that you might have. So I'm going to return to my application. Okay, it does say one added here. So it looks like the recommendation was actually sent and requested. But is definitely, if you see that little red section, do maybe double check with your recommender to make sure that they got the email. So before you submit this entire thing, you want to make sure that both are added in case you have to add one. So I'm going to request another recommender. So we are going to put Nancy in there. All right, everything looks good here. And down at the bottom, we are going to send the request. Okay. And this one just said thank you. So I think we're good there. I'm going to return to my application. All right, so I've got everything kind of set up. I have decided not to submit a optional essay, but of course you can do that similarly to what we've shown before. And before we continue on, I just wanted to kind of show you all the left-hand side right here. If for some reason you get stuck in these areas and you want to get back to this specific page right here, you just go to deliveries, go over to edit on the application you're looking for, and then it's going to bring you back directly to where you were before. So all my documents are ready to go. The program is correct up here. And we are going to do next. Okay, we're going to select a degree. At that time, when I was applying, I had a BA. Receiving institution, we're just going to say SDSU. Date earned, sure, we'll go May of 2021. I'm just going to pick a random day. And then we're going to continue on here. Next. Forms. So I submitted these 3, but obviously if you're going to submit your optional essay, you should click that as well. And it said, we recommend submitting all your documents as PDFs. However, the system also accepts these. So that's just good to know kind of when you're looking at stuff. Please review the instructions below for required documents. So statement of purpose, here are those prompts again. CV, this kind of gives you an idea for your resume or CV. They do recommend that it is in PDF format, just to finally check through everything. If you realize that you're missing something, you can of course go back to the documents section and fix it, okay? So right now we are in forms. All right, everything looks good. Sample text and optional documents are done if we so choose. And then it is asking about program questions. So I'm just going to say that I'm applying to the regular MBA program. Depending on what program you're applying for, you may or may not have this section. And then I'm going to put my red ID in. So okay. And then next, you're going to review the entire thing, make sure everything is checked marked and ready to go, especially for the required ones. My education is all filled out, forms are all filled out. And then you want to make sure that you click submit and delivery. That might seem a little silly, but we've had a lot of people in the past get all the way through this and actually forget to submit the document. Okay. All right, everyone. Hopefully this was really helpful to you in figuring out how to apply for Interfolio. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to email gradbusiness@sdsu.edu. And you have a wonderful rest of your day.